Automation is everywhere today. Businesses, creators, and tech teams all want faster workflows, less repetitive work, and smarter systems that actually communicate seamlessly. Two platforms keep coming up in the space, n8n and Antigravity. Both promise to automate tasks, integrate apps, and save valuable time. But they go about it in very different ways. Which one is actually better? Let's break it down in detail. Understanding the tools. First, it's important to understand what each tool is and what it's built for. n8n is an open-source automation platform designed to let users build workflows visually by connecting multiple apps, APIs, and data sources. It's often compared to Zapier or Make, but it offers greater flexibility and, importantly, can be fully self-hosted with no usage limits. Antigravity, by contrast, is a newer platform designed with developers in mind. It focuses on speed, scalability, and deep integrations with modern services. Unlike n8n, Antigravity leans heavily on code-driven automation, allowing engineering teams to orchestrate complex logic, manage data transformations, and integrate internal systems efficiently. In short, n8n emphasizes visual workflow building, while Antigravity is more developer-centric, targeting advanced automation needs. Visual Builder versus Code-First Design. One of the biggest differences between these platforms is how workflows are created. n8n features a drag-and-drop interface where nodes are connected visually. Users can configure each node, run test executions, and manage workflows without writing a single line of code. This makes it highly accessible for non-technical users, such as marketing teams, product managers, and operations teams. Antigravity, on the other hand, uses a code-first approach. Developers write configuration or code to define logic, which allows for far greater control over workflows, error handling, and reusable modules. While this gives engineers unparalleled flexibility and maintainability, it can be intimidating for teams without coding experience. Essentially, n8n is more approachable for non-developers, whereas Antigravity is tailored for development teams who want full control. Extensibility and custom logic. Both platforms allow customization, but they approach it differently. In n8n, custom logic is possible through JavaScript nodes or HTTP requests, but it is still somewhat constrained by the visual interface. Adding advanced functionality often requires workarounds within the node structure. Antigravity treats automation as full-fledged code automation. Developers can integrate libraries, manage dependencies, handle complex logic, and maintain version control over workflows. This makes it easier to build advanced or non-standard automations without being limited by a visual editor. For companies that rely on unique APIs or need workflows deeply integrated with internal systems, Antigravity's approach often feels cleaner and more sustainable. Integrations and ecosystem. Integration support is critical for automation tools. n8n has an extensive library of pre-built nodes for popular apps like Slack, Salesforce, Google Workspace, and dozens of others. Its open-source community contributes additional integrations, making it easy for small teams to connect multiple tools. However, some integrations may be incomplete or require configuration. Antigravity approaches integrations differently. Rather than pre-built nodes for each app, it treats integrations as raw connectors that can interact with any API or internal service consistently. While this may require more technical skill to set up initially, it allows for much greater flexibility, particularly for enterprise workflows or custom internal applications. Essentially, n8n works well for standard SaaS workflows, while Antigravity excels in highly customized, complex environments. Hosting and deployment. Where these tools run is another major difference. n8n can be self-hosted on your servers, deployed in your cloud environments, or used through n8n's managed cloud service. Self-hosting gives companies control over security, compliance, and backups, but may require some technical setup. Antigravity also supports self-hosting and cloud deployment, but it's designed to integrate seamlessly with modern DevOps pipelines, Kubernetes clusters, and CI/CD workflows. This makes it a natural fit for engineering teams who want automation to be part of their broader development infrastructure. While both offer control, Antigravity scales better in environments that require automated deployment, monitoring, and orchestration across distributed systems. Performance and scalability are key for automation platforms, especially for enterprise-grade workflows. n8n handles mid-level automation workloads well, and it performs efficiently for many small and medium teams. However, as workflows multiply and complexity increases, maintaining speed and reliability can require additional monitoring. Antigravity is built with scale in mind. Each automation can run like a microservice with distributed execution, task queuing, and concurrency controls. This makes it ideal for scenarios like real-time data processing, multi-region operations, and high-volume automation. For teams with critical, large-scale processes, Antigravity's architecture often outperforms n8n in reliability and speed. Pricing and total cost of ownership. Cost is another important factor. n8n's open-source version is free to self-host, while cloud tiers are priced based on usage. Hosting costs, maintenance, and scaling should also be considered. Antigravity, particularly in enterprise deployments, tends to cost more upfront due to licensing, support, and professional deployment, but it can lower operational costs in the long term because it's easier to maintain, version, and test complex workflows. For smaller teams, n8n may seem cheaper, but for large engineering-heavy organizations, Antigravity often provides better long-term value. Debugging and error handling. Automation often fails due to unhandled errors. n8n provides a visual debugger and clear logs for node execution, which is helpful for smaller workflows. However, complex logic spanning multiple nodes can become difficult to trace and troubleshoot. Antigravity handles debugging at the code level, offering breakpoints, test suites, version control, and structured logging. Engineers can catch edge cases more easily, and workflows are easier to maintain as the team scales. This makes Antigravity particularly valuable for production-grade automations, where uptime and accuracy are critical. Security and governance. Security and governance are crucial, particularly for companies that are subject to regulation. n8n is capable of providing audit logs, provides support for role-based access, and maintains credentials in a safe manner. In the event that they are not controlled with care, however, visual workflows run the risk of revealing sensitive logic. Complying with HIPAA, SOC 2, or ISO requirements is made simpler by Antigravity's ability to interface with enterprise security procedures. These practices include audit logging, secret managers, and identity and access management systems. Antigravity provides more robust security controls that scale with complex installations, making it an ideal solution for enterprises that must adhere to stringent regulatory standards. Which one should you choose? In a nutshell, the decision is determined by the team you have and the use case. Team members that are looking for zero-code automation, a visual interface, and traditional SaaS workflows will find n8n to be an excellent choice. It's easy to approach, adaptable, and can be implemented quickly. When it comes to technical teams, complex workflows, enterprise-scale operations, or situations in which you need extensive connections with internal systems, Antigravity emerges as the superior choice. The development of code-first applications, scalability, and operational resilience are its top priorities. The platform that is considered to be the better is entirely dependent on whether you place a higher value on control and performance or accessibility. Both n8n and Antigravity are powerful automation tools. n8n democratizes automation for teams that want simplicity and ease of use, while Antigravity brings advanced capabilities for developers and enterprise operations. Each has unique strengths, and the right choice depends on your workflow complexity, team skills, and scale requirements. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into automation tools and tech workflows in 2026, and comment below which platform would you choose for your team and why.